Hey, welcome to the Razzle Dazzle Show, a podcast where we talk about our favorite video games and all things pop culture with an emphasis on our favorites. We're your hosts, Jared, Mauro, and Chaz.
Yeah, what's up? What's going on?
And this is Delta Series episode number 44 for the month of October. Happy Halloween, happy spooky season, everybody. If this is your first Delta Series episode, this series is basically a series where every month my co-host slash best friends and I just gather around and talk about what's been going on with us the past month, what we have been playing, watching, listening to, and what's been going on in pop culture in general. And then we follow it up with our signature Delta Quest D&D campaign at the end, so please stay tuned. Let us know what you think about this episode somewhere on the internet, and be sure to follow us on Instagram at Razzle Dazzle Show, on TikTok at Razzle_Dazzle_Show, and on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Raz_Daz_pod. And with all that being said, it's Razzle Dazzle time. Guys, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween! The hollows are all evening this month.
I don't remember Halloween being so happy. The way I learned it, it wasn't. It was a scary day. Why is everybody happy?
I've always been happy on Halloween when I was a kid because it meant that all the cartoons were like Halloween themed.
That's real.
All the networks were having some Halloween block or something, and then in school that was fun too, and then trick-or-treating. In my teenage and early adult years, that kind of stopped. But this year, it's actually felt like Halloween again. Yeah.
Why did you let it stop? You didn't like Halloween Town anymore?
No, I love Halloween Town, dude. It's just, I never, back then it was easy. You would just come home and you would turn on the TV and then it's all Halloween. Now you actually have to find Halloween stuff. You have to
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean, right? Like if you don't, you're the one that's supposed to make it Halloween. And it's not going to be made Halloween for you.
Yeah, pretty sure not watching Cartoon Network or Disney or Nickelodeon. We're just watching the streaming services that they're like, hey, look at this banner. That's Halloween. Look, watch these shows.
There we go. And it's fun. Don't get me wrong. It's fun with friends, right? But now you have to put in a little extra work. Get some friends together, watch a Halloween-themed movie or show.
And the commercials.
Oh, man. The
Halloween commercials. Man. You know, like, what was it? What did Disney do? Like, Halloween Spookathon or whatever, where like the different Disney logos were dressed up as different monsters. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. All of that used to be
Spooktacular, I think it was called. I'm looking it up now. It says Spooktacular.
Spooktacular. There it is.
It was like a little block that they had for October. I mean, maybe they still do, but like, who's watching TV these days?
It says Mickey Mouse is Spooktacular, not Disney. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is the old Mickey Mouse too. Oh,
do you guys remember? I feel like I'm the only one who remembers this. Do you guys remember? Oh my god, I can't even remember the name now. When I need to. What? No. Scary Godmother. You guys remember that?
Yes. What do you mean? You're definitely not the only one who remembers that. Yes, I loved Scary Godmother. They only had like 2 movies or something, right?
They had 2 movies. Yeah.
I loved it.
They would air it every year on Cartoon Network, and that's like
on Cartoon Network.
That's like early CGI Cartoon Network budget, and it's rough.
It's
creepy. Yeah,
it is. I feel like it adds to the charm, though. You know, it's got like this very weird, like Tim Burton-esque little vibe going on to it with all the lines and the circles and the squares and stuff. So it's like. When I was younger, I thought it was like polished claymation. I don't know what the 3D. It didn't look. Like I knew about 3D, like CGI shows and stuff, but it didn't look like CGI to me. Thought it was just like very shiny claymation.
Yeah. Chaz, what's been going on with you this month?
This month, I saw the new Joker movie. I don't know if you guys want to talk about that. If you have seen it,
I haven't seen it.
Ooh, what's the side for? I'm listening.
I mean, I just hear that it's one of the worst films, period. And even the Joker himself didn't like it.
Are we surprised? It's DC. Is DC doing a money
hold
grab?
Hold on.
The Batman was good. The first Joker was good.
Let me. You didn't hear the second part. Is DC doing a money grab? What does DC usually do when they want a money grab? They say, "Oh, all the fans love this. Throw it out the window." Absolutely.
Phone it in. Actually, Wonder Woman did the same thing. The first Wonder Woman movie was pretty good in my opinion, and then I don't know what happened with 1984.
It flopped.
I don't even remember 1994. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And I watched it. I went to the theater and seen it. I do not recall it.
Not very memorable.
I think she fought Cheetah in that one.
She was a side character.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, that's about it.
Joker. Well, hold on. I haven't seen the new Joker movie. I saw that people were mad before it even came out because it was going to be a musical, and I didn't really think that was a valid reason to be mad. But then after it came out, I haven't heard much. I have heard that a couple of times I've seen people like be angry at it, but I just figured it was like the same people, so I'm not sure. Chaz,
I know what happens, and I can understand why people are mad or upset about it, and I also think it's very dumb. But please, Chaz, enlighten us.
I would love. You guys care for spoilers on the movie that isn't good?
Not at all, man. I don't give a shit.
All right, well, hold on. Spoiler alert for the other people that are listening.
Oh yeah, spoils.
Yeah, because they definitely care about what happens in Joker 2.
Skip to for after Chaz is done, and also us. Spoil away.
So we're gonna start with the characters, the actors, right? I'm good with Joker being whoever he was. He did a great job in the first movie. Fine by me, right? I'm not great with names. Don't attack me, Mauro. Okay.
I was just giving you some information that. And then the other.
I found out Harley was going to be in the movie, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. I accept Lady Gaga." Why? It was like my first question. I was like, "What? What made you look at Lady Gaga and say yeah?" And then I found out it was a musical, and I was like, "Oh, a singer." You tell me you made this movie a musical because of a singer, and then I was like, no, the singer's there because it's a musical. And I was like, I guess. I don't know where we pulled that out of our ass, but it. We needed somebody big on the movie to make it pop, and it still didn't work. Where I'm disappointed in myself is that Arthur, what was his last name?
Fleck.
Fleck. There you go. Arthur Fleck.
I got you.
Right? It was like the Joker in the movie, and I was like, I don't know why. I just feel uncomfortable with his name. And I couldn't figure out why I felt uncomfortable with his name until the end of the movie where he goes to big spoil. This is like the jaw-dropping moment in the movie. Another prisoner goes and kills Arthur Fleck on his way to see somebody while he was locked in prison, which means the Joker is dead before Batman exists, which doesn't make sense. Then I was like, wait. And so the killer behind him is blurred out, and he's laughing while Arthur Fleck is on the ground bleeding out, and then he cuts his mouth, like the scars that the Joker has. And I was like, wait a minute.
His own mouth. The killer
cut his own mouth.
His own mouth. Okay.
Gives himself the glass close smile. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, wait a minute. Joker, real name. And I looked it up, and I was like, it's not Arthur White. That's why I felt uncomfortable. Joker's name is not Arthur. The real Joker, the Joker we know, the Joker that goes against our Batman, is the one that just killed Arthur. I said Arthur White. Arthur Fleck. Forgive me. I messed that up. And that was like the disappointing moment in me, because like I should have known as a big DC fan, I should have known in the first movie that Arthur Fleck is not the Joker. That should have upset me in the first movie, but I guess it just right over my head.
I don't completely agree with that, because there are multiple different continuities and different Earths where a specific character, their actual name is different. Like in the new Batman Cape Crusader show, the Penguin, who is not Oswald Cobblepot, is Oswaldo or whatever, right? So like, but the Joker specifically, he's known to go by different names, and he has multiple different aliases for the reason of like, you know, he's crazy. He doesn't even know his own real name or whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't beat myself up too much about that one. That one in particular, Chaz. I feel like that's one of those things that they, like Jared said, because of multiple continuities, they say, hey, this movie isn't attached to anything.
Yeah.
They could go ahead and change his name, but at the same time, they can have their cake and eat it too, because that ending kind of proves it's like, okay, well, no, not this dude who's already way too old to be Batman's Joker when Batman is like 8 or maybe even younger because his parents are still alive. But I still don't understand, like, if that's the big thing that people are upset about, you guys are kind of selling me on this movie because that sounds cool as hell.
From what I've heard about the movie, it's just like a lot of like, so you know the whole dynamic between Black Cat and Spider-Man, right? Like Black Cat is in love with Spider-Man, but not Peter Parker. And then when Spider-Man's like, hey, I'm Peter Parker, do you still want to go out? Felicia Hardy's like, nah, I'm into Spider-Man, not you, nerd.
Right.
This is the same dynamic with Harley Quinn and Joker, that Harley Quinn, Lady Gaga, is in love with the Joker persona, not Arthur Fleck. So this entire movie, Arthur Fleck is like, listen, I regret what I did in the first movie. I'm a bad person. I should be locked up in jail. And he meets Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga's like, no, but I love you as the Joker and I want to be with you. So Arthur's like, you know what? I'm going to give up being the Joker so I can be with you, Harley, because you love me, right? He gives up. He goes to jail. He confesses. Harley's like, not anymore. I'm not into you anymore because of that. And then Arthur's like all sad and sad and gets killed. And then there's the real Joker. So like,
well, it's kind of depressing now that you word it like that. I'm not a fan of I feel like the first movie was fine as a standalone if what they were going to do is like give him these two different personas. Like the Joker is the Joker. There shouldn't be like okay, I'm putting on the makeup to put this persona that isn't me on. In the first one, it kind of felt like that was just him. When he finally put the makeup on, it was him shedding his civilian personality. I never got the idea that was him putting on a persona. That was kind of him letting himself out, like shedding off the persona.
I agree.
Which was a really cool juxtaposition. You put on makeup not to conceal yourself, but to be who you actually are. Yeah, so like if that's the route they went to in the second one, that makes sense.
To defend it a little bit, they also gave him like it was like the plead insanity type of thing.
Sure.
They were trying to get him out, and it's like plead insanity, or let's say you got a split personality. You are Arthur Fleck, and the people who you killed was killed by the Joker. Like, and there's like trauma and everything. Like, it's like show us that it's like two different people, and he's like sitting there quiet, and you can tell that he does not agree with being two different people. He knows who he is and what he did, and he fully accepts what he did because that's what he wanted to do. But he knows if he just sits there and says that, it just goes downhill from there, because they was trying to put him on death row. So he was, I wouldn't say he was like afraid of death, but he was like trying to prolong it to see if he can come up with something different, I think.
Yeah, of course.
Real Joker wouldn't care.
No, he wouldn't. So
on the musical aspect, I like what they did with the musical aspect a little bit. So like he will be like sitting in court, right? And then they ask him a question, and he'll just break out into song, start singing. Then there'd be like dancing and everything going on by him, not like the entire room. He just put on like his little show, and then it'll cut back to him in the chair, and they're like, "Mr. Fleck, did you hear me?"
Oh.
So I was like, "Oh, so it's like the insanity. You get to see the insanity in his head goes on, and then you start to laugh. So it's like you can."
I have a question. I mean, this is this is derailed into like a Joker discussion, but real quick before we move on, do you think like does it look like they're setting up the new Joker, like the dude that killed Arthur Fleck, to be part of like some other continuity thing or mesh him with anything?
I don't know how to describe it to you. Like, so while watching the movie, I was sitting next to my friend, and like you have a feeling about a character because you feel like the camera lands on them way too much for that character to be nothing. So
right. Nothing is done on accident in filmography.
Yeah. So like they keep like doing something, and all you see is the dude leaning against the back wall, or they're panned by his face, and he's just looking at Fleck, and you're just like, stop it! Why are you doing this? And I was like looking over to my friend, and I was like, is it me, or the camera just spends a little bit too much time on Buddy in the back? Like, and like whatever the angle they find a way to put him like right there, just like on the screen somewhere, so you would never miss him. And that's the one who killed Arthur, obviously. So I really like that they did that, but they didn't show enough to be like, all right, this is Joker.
Yeah, like who the hell is this guy? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they just ended it with him cutting his face and then credits.
You know what I kind of hope they do to turn this around? So, again, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't really know what it looks like, but being told that he carved out his own face, like a smile. Do you guys remember in the post-credit scene of The Batman with Robert Pattinson, the Joker scene, right? You can barely like see his face. You only saw his eyes, and we got close up on his mouth, and it was all scarred up, like he's all messed up, right? What if they turn this around and that this real Joker that kills Arthur is Joker in the Batman universe? You know what I mean?
That's where my brain originally went when I heard the Chaz say that, like the dude killed him. Because yeah, you're right. Barry Keoghan's face was like very obscure, and it did look like he had some weird stuff going on. I would not be opposed to that. It really wouldn't take much to connect the two universes. Just be like, just say it's like, okay, by the way, this is his origin story. That's it. Just say it on X, formerly known as Twitter or something.
Mauro, why don't you proceed?
Man, I've had quite a month. My month started. Actually, this happened late last month, but it happened after the Delta episode. So I'm gonna add it in this Delta.
Yep.
I lost all 4 of my wheels and my tires.
That's right.
Yeah,
that sucks.
I was walking I live in a complex and we have our own parking in the back, right? So I was walking to my car to get to work. It was 6:45 a.m. I have a 7 a.m. shift and I'm walking towards it and I notice that my car looks a little different and it's dark, so I can't really tell what's going on. And then I get a little closer and then I see that they left my lady on two brakes. Not even on the underneath where the wheels go. No, on the sides of the car, 2 brakes. Yeah. All 4 wheels gone, man. So that was fun. That was a fun little thing that I had to deal with that day. I got a day off of work though, paid, so that was fun. Well, my insurance. Let's make this podcast boring for about 30 seconds. The deductible on my insurance is $1,000. The very super friendly and helpful, air quotes, officer that came by deduced that my wheels were $250 a pop. They totally were not. These were, I have a 2022 Corolla, and they had the dealership rims, which is, by the way, the reason that, they were stolen. Nobody cares about wheels, especially those wheels. Those wheels I needed to change anyways. It was time. But yeah, he estimated they were $250 a pop, $1,000 whole. My deductible is $1,000. So were I to call my insurance and be like, hey, my wheels are done, I would have still had to pay $1,000 out of pocket. And then the rest. I found 4 wheels, 4 2024 rims, even better than the ones that I had that I could put in there. And the total price for that was $1,300. So I would have paid $1,000 anyways, just for my insurance to cover $300 and then be raised. Nah, man, I decided to not even report it to the insurance. I just went ahead, took the L, got the $1,300 rims and, wheels plus rims and like a security bolt on each wheel, which I recommend anybody who doesn't have to please do so. These security bolts on each of your wheels just replaces one of the regular bolts that you have, and then you get a key that also you shouldn't keep in your car, by the way. Just keep it with your, keep it on your person. That somebody can't take off the wheel without taking that one off, and that one takes around 20 minutes per wheel. And you need like skills and tools, and it takes a lot of time. And most times when thieves see that, they'll just be like, "Nah, let's just try a different car." Bonus if you have more than one on each wheel. So, I'm paranoid. So I have 8 now. I have 2 on on every single wheel.
Mauro, you want to know how bad I am?
How?
Each lug.
No.
Are you for real?
Yes.
Wow.
Those tires are never coming off, man.
I feel bad for the people rotating your tires, man.
Right now, it's just all based off like one key. Like you said, don't just stay in the car because obviously somebody will be like, oh, got a key, break window, open glove compartment. Ooh.
There you go.
Yeah, no. But my plan to eventually just to double anybody, because I do plan on getting like really nice rims. I'm going to get 2 separate keys and put 2 different separate lug nuts on it.
Chaz, you're my hero.
So I really would sit there, like when I tell you, I would sit on my porch and they were like, do you know who car this is? I'm like, no. And I'm going to watch them. Like, all right, let's take it. And I'm going to just watch them like, all right, we got one off. Yo, the other one's not working. And I'm gonna just yell, you should try a different key. When the cops are already on their way. And I'm gonna just be entertained.
No, the cops were there from the get-go. They were watching too.
Honestly, I live next door to a cop. I might tell him to just come to the balcony too.
You're both sitting on the front porch. You do you, dude. You do you. It's okay.
Offer him a beer and everything.
Aside from that, I started playing Demon Souls. Rage quit on Bloodborne. Just because, okay, to be honest, let me be clear. Okay? I totally could have and was having a lot of fun with Bloodborne. I totally could have finished it. However, I wanted a specific ending, and by the time that I checked up where I was supposed to be, I had actually already messed up that particular path, and I was like playing with someone. We were doing like a bet, right? Whoever could get there first, and I was mad, so I said, you know what, whatever, take the win. I'm starting Demon Souls when you're done, and I've been playing Demon Souls, and that's been fun. I haven't been able to play for the last couple of days because life has gotten in the way, but it's that's been fun. I also started going to the gym too. I'm like doing stuff actively.
That's good.
I lost my tires. I played Demon Souls. I'm going to the gym. There we go. What were you gonna say?
No, that's good. That's better than the majority of us. Or at least me. Chaz is in the military. He kind of has to work out.
He gets to work out. He gets to work out. We have to work out. Ugh.
Man.
I'm not a huge fan, Jared, of the gym, but I have like if you have someone to go with and motivate you, it's fun, for sure. And you generally feel better physically overall.
Yeah, well, good for you, man. Sucks about Bloodborne, but at least it gets you, closer to going through Demon Souls.
I just wasn't messing with the aesthetic either. I love the gothic vibe, but in a game like this where you're essentially a spirit wandering, I felt like the medieval setting was better.
Fair, but like it's also Halloween. It kind of fits.
Totally. You're right. It actually fits way better than any other game.
No.
What are you talking about? It's gothic. It's medieval. It's like
than
Victorian.
Any other game.
No. Sorry. Than any other From Software game.
There it is.
All right. My apologies. I misspoke.
I was about to be like, Castlevania.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Than any other game.
Luigi's Mansion.
What is Halloween the game? Luigi's Mansion.
Ghostbusters.
Or Castlevania? Definitely not Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters for the 360 or like by Atari. Like, dude, that game fucking slaps, dude. It is one of the best games, one of the best shooters I've ever played. And if you haven't, oh my god, I'm gonna send you
shooters. Huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a link to it. I'm pretty sure it's on PS5. I'm pretty sure it's on all major consoles because it got a remaster like a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna send you a link to it. You're gonna have a blast, dude. It's so much fun, and I'm fairly confident there's a multiplayer aspect. So
I mean, do you want to bust ghosts?
Hell yeah,
Chaz.
Busted makes me feel good, man.
Whoa. What? I'm not a Winchester.
I don't think. Huh? What?
What's a Winchester? A gun?
What conversation are you on?
Sam and Dean Winchester?
I don't think anybody said.
Supernatural, the show?
No. Yeah, I mean, I'm aware of who Dean Winchester is. I just don't. I don't know what combination of words made you hear that. I think I said.
Yeah,
Chaz, do you want to bust ghosts? And Jared said, busting makes me feel what?
Good. I think Chaz is making a Supernatural reference.
I was making a Supernatural reference.
Oh, there you go.
Damn it!
That was a good reference. It's so good that both of us didn't even like catch it at first. Good job, Chaz.
I'm not even mad about the pun. I'm just mad that it flew way over my head and splattered in the wall. For all to see but me.
But I do have a question for you, Mauro.
What's up?
One day, I want to buy you a game, okay? And I want you to stream it, and I want to watch you play it, just for about 4 hours.
What game?
Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
Shut up, man. Shut up. I tried it, dude. I tried. I had the same dude that I'm doing this, thing with. He bought it, and he lent it to me, and this was before I had the fire within. So after.
Well, now you have the fire within, so now we can see you absolutely lose it.
I would love to stream Sekiro Shadows Die Twice for you, Chaz.
It's a good game.
And I promise you, I won't judge. Because I still open up the game to this day. And I can't continue the game because there's a door that is locked and I don't know how to unlock it and I refuse to go to YouTube.
I respect that. Feel free to judge. It's fun that way. It ain't fun if you're imagine you're going through this hellscape and you're being beaten and broken and dying and dying and dying and dying and dying, and then there's your friend in the background, and he's not completely ripping on you every time he dies. Why would you subject me to that hell?
Because it's fun that way.
I don't need words of encouragement. I need. I can't believe you died to the same dude 3 times.
I want to give you words of encouragement. Not Erzahc, though. Look, can I tell you? I don't know if I ever told you. Did I tell you why I bought the game?
No, sir.
I watched a clip, and I'm pretty sure the creators of the game thought this shit was funny. I watched them fight a boss, right? And so, in Sekiro, you counter, right? You have counters.
Yes.
So when I watched Sekiro counter a boss, and then the boss countered his counter, I was like, I got to get the game.
No way.
I got to.
Wait.
That was like the
counter
instinctive
counters?
moment. Yes. So like I blinked twice and said, "What the f?" And then there's like this tall old man. I haven't got that far in the game. Sekiro does like an overhead slash, like quick as hell, right? The old man literally just takes a step to the like left or right, and he just weaves and just like smooth dodges it. And I was like, wait. So hold on. I'm so used to games where the boss is like tanky. He's like, I eat everything you throw, and good luck taking my hit. Nah, they decided to give this boss a counter and weave mechanic. So now it's like you're playing against another player.
You're not just he's not like a sponge. You're not just hitting him and he's eating all of that. He's irritating you because you thought you were gonna get him and he moved.
Yeah.
I think a great idea if we were ever to like do streaming or like let's play channels or whatever, like do more than just the pod, is we do let's plays on games, but the person who's on sticks is playing a game that is of a genre that they don't like or they don't play.
Double points if it's of a genre that the viewers are in love with or know like a ton about.
Sure. But like
when I mean the viewers, I mean the two of us watching.
Oh, I see. Yeah. If like you, like for example, me, I have never really played a Souls-like game. So if I were to play like Dark Souls 1 and you guys know the game, right? Yeah, you get it.
Fun. Yeah,
you get it. Or like Chaz is playing a Metroidvania, and then you like Mauro and I are like watching him. That'd be a fun idea.
Heads up to you, Jared. You might want to write a will or like give a warning letter to your girl and be like, "Hey, I won't be the same man after this game," because that's what it does to you. You will come home with anger issues that you didn't know you had.
Just tell her to say goodbye to you. Give her like a proper goodbye because she's never going to see that version of you again before you play.
Or what was one of the memes? They be like, when you learn the moveset of a boss, you're built different in life. So there'd be like people who go outside when it's raining and look at the rain for like 30 seconds. They'd be like, I understand the pattern.
I understand the pattern.
I see it. Yeah, you're in the Matrix. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
What about you, Jared? What have you been up to in this month of spooks?
Quite a bit. For me, myself, and I have 100% completed The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom, and it is an amazing game. I love that we got to return to a 2D top-down Zelda game, but also it's not like a true return to form because it keeps the freedom and like the do whatever you want esqueness of Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild within this same space where like you can literally do whatever you want, go wherever you want, whenever you want. Basically, it added a lot of more lore stuff to the overall I guess narrative of Zelda, to the legend of Zelda, right? And again, it's super cool that you get to play as Zelda herself, finally. In a mainline Zelda game. So it was an amazing time, and I had so much fun playing it. It's not a long game either, and it's not that hard to complete it. I barely used a guide. I only used a guide to be like, because you had to like collect like a lot of collectibles, and they're like scattered all around the maps. So like I would use like a interactive map to be like, okay, I gotta go there. Got them all. But like for side quests and like the actual main quests and like puzzles, like usually I will like do it naturally and just like complete it as I went. So I was really proud of myself for like in terms of puzzles or like how to do certain quests or whatever. Like I didn't have to use a guide, because normally like for when I completed Breath of the Wild, I used a guide for sure, not only for like the Korok seeds, but like for side quests and like who do I talk to, where do I go, what do I do. but this was just like organic and natural completion that I'm really happy about and satisfied with myself with for achieving. So I'm really happy with that.
I mean, I bet that's very like a lot more rewarding too than just having to like pause the game and go into like IGN or wherever you go.
Yeah, it's very rewarding, and like when I beat like when I rolled credits, I went back to the post game, and there's like the only thing I had left to do was get one echo left, like kill one enemy and like duplicate it, and it was like super easy to get. So I was like very happy. I'm like, oh, I got all of them but one in my normal playthrough, just normally playing the game. Hell yeah, that's awesome, you know. So yeah, it was very rewarding.
Jared, I think it's crazy how at the end of the last Delta you ended it with, oh, and by the way, I'm very excited to play the new Zelda game. I can't wait. And now just 1 month later, less actually, it's the 21st now. We recorded it like a little later last month. You're just, I 100%ed it. You know, it's super easy to beat, super easy to complete. I think you're just built a little different.
Thanks. I try.
Dumb liar.
So this month, Wendy's had a collaboration with SpongeBob, and you know there's the Krabby Patty meal at Wendy's. And I texted you guys when I first went the week of the collaboration started.
You did.
That I had to talk about this on the Delta. Here's a little story time, right? When I was like 7 or 8, I was at my dad's place with his side of the family during the summer, and it was just one day where like we were getting ready for dinner, and I asked, hey, what's for dinner? My dad says we're going to Outback. My grandparents' place, they have a back porch, you know, like a really nice back porch with a dinner table and whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna eat out back on the porch. So I start setting up the table, you know, for dinner, you know, and my dad walks in. He's like, what are you doing? And then I go, you said we were eating out back. And he's like, no, we're going to a place called Outback. I didn't know that existed. So we go to Outback, and this is my first time there. And like I said, I'm 7 or 8 or whatever. I'm around that age. And the waitress comes and asks me, hey, what do you want to eat? And I'm like, I want a Krabby Patty, because I didn't want to say I want a normal burger. And the waitress is confused. And then like my dad and my grandparents are like, oh yeah, you don't like a Krabby Patty from SpongeBob. It's a burger, right? Okay, great. I had an air quotes Krabby Patty, whatever. All that to say is, you know, ever since I was 7 or 8, I've always wanted an actual Krabby Patty, but I never had like a legit Krabby Patty until now, thanks to this collaboration. And you know, it's all right. It's okay. It's not great. I had it. We were excited to get it. You know, I got like a triple decker Krabby Patty. It came with stickers, right? Like it was kind of cute. But I sent you a photo of the Krabby Patty. It was huge, dude, but like barely any lettuce. Like it was barely any tomatoes.
Was it built like the way it's built in the show? Did you have like a side-by-side comparison up, or no?
Did it not have the pickles, or did you have the pickles under your tongue?
I don't know from personal experience. From what I've seen online, not really. It's just all like flat and gross, you know, and like soggy. Because I got the triple decker, so I got like 3 patties with everything else, but like not everything else came with it, or else it was just too big. I may or may not go back to Wendy's between now and whenever this release, and I'll just try like a single. But from what I hear is literally just a Dave's single, like the menu item that already exists, a Dave single with Big Mac sauce. It's just Big Mac sauce, and that's the only thing that makes it special.
I wouldn't call that a Krabby Patty, Jared. I don't feel like you should insult your 7 or 8 year old self by saying that I finally had a Krabby Patty, because like you said, and like I've heard, it's just a Dave single with some extra special sauce. I was actually excited for this one, but I just kept hearing no.
Yeah.
I just want to say, you really thought that Wendy's had the secret formula to the Krabby Patty?
Okay, listen, dude, it's not, you know, you can just make a secret formula, right? But you gotta add, there is a way to make a Krabby Patty, okay? There's this GIF going around. I'm pretty sure it's from the...
There's already one secret formula. Why make a different one? Because at this point, you're just gonna pull a plankton.
The secret formula, Chaz, okay, is a 2D bottle with a paper drawn on the inside, okay? It's there's no secret formula. Unless hold on.
Oh, my bad. I forgot. The secret formula must be like the Dragon Warrior manual, right?
The secret formula was inside of you the whole time.
It was SpongeBob because he makes the patties.
Look, unless Steven Hillenburg himself, creator of SpongeBob himself, may he rest in peace, had written down what the formula, like what the secret sauce was, what the ingredients that go into it were, then it's up for grabs. You can say that anything is the secret formula. What I'm saying is that there's an episode where SpongeBob goes step by step. He puts the bun, the patty, the cheese, the lettuce, the tomato, the pickles, the onions, and the other bun. Maybe not in that order. And I'm sure at some point he adds the sauce. But, like that should be the burger. And the sauce, if it's just, because that's a regular burger, just, set up in a certain way, the sauce should kill it. The sauce should make it the burger. Like that sauce needs to be, like that's the reason it needs to be a limited time item, In my humble opinion.
In my humble opinion, you can off. I'm joking.
It's a burger, man. I'm sure like...
I honestly grew up thinking the secret formula was just the fact that they were underwater, so it was salt.
Oh, Jared, did you try putting the burger in salt water at any point during...
Wait.
Hold on. Jared, did you try taking the burger and dipping it in salt water before you ate it? Well, there you go, guys.
Why would I? Guys, it's already soggy enough.
Can we just sprinkle sea salt on it? Like, what?
No, you can't sprinkle sea salt
on it. That might be pretty good. But I will say I've tried another air quotes special burger from McDonald's. It's like the new chicken Big Mac, and that was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
like,
I had that one recently.
It's not that different.
It's
from
just
like
No, it's
but
just
I'd rather have that than the super special Krabby Patty from Wendy's.
Well, no, okay. The Big Mac chicken sandwich is just a Big Mac with chicken instead of a burger. But I had it too. It's really good. It's really good. I just feel like if you're going to make a Krabby Patty, first it needs to be more than just like a gimmick, right? Like, yeah, they added the special box and the stickers and all that, but I mean, it's just a
There
burger
wasn't a
with
special box. There was no special packaging, which also sucked.
That sucked. I mean, do they even... SpongeBob doesn't have any... I don't know. Well, kelp.
I feel like they do.
The kelp fries. They should have at least done something with the packaging of the fries, right? You got a Krabby Patty with some kelp fries. But no. The sauce is what should have made it. And if you're telling me it was just some mediocre sauce,
it was just Big Mac sauce.
That's bad.
It really was just that.
Well, now I'm disappointed. But I do have a saving grace. I don't know where it's from, so maybe do some research on this, but I did see an ad for something else that was also a Krabby Patty limited time from somewhere else, and the box is like, the box actually has SpongeBob's face on it. I can't remember where it's from though. It is a promotional item going on right now as of October 21st, 2024, I'm pretty sure, but it's definitely not Wendy's. Hold on.
I know a lot of like smaller burger joints, like independent, not even chain restaurants, are doing their own takes on the Krabby Patty meals and stuff like that, but whatever.
Oh, I found it actually. It's in Miami because of course it is. The Krabby Patty collab off the menu. Is that a place? No, wait. Off the menu is the thing that's promoting it. Okay, so it's a bunch of restaurants in Miami. Never mind, this sounds like too much. I'm not trying. Whatever. The Krabby Patty will never be tried. I'm gonna get the Wendy's version and dip it in salt water and see what happens. That's how they eat it, guys. That's how they eat it.
It's not just dipped, it's submerged. Like, you gotta eat it under salt water.
I will try.
Okay.
I will film it and I will film it and I will show you guys how it goes. And I guess that can go on the Razdaz Instagram page.
Oh, for sure, man. If you actually do it, you have footage. I'll definitely put it up.
What do you mean if? That's my whole Saturday. That is my next Saturday. When is the promotion over, actually?
Don't know.
I mean, I'll check. You keep talking.
That's like the next level of people eating sandwiches in the shower. People do that.
I mean,
like, don't get me wrong. I was a gross ass kid growing up. When I tell you I was gross, like, I used to go take shits And this is how much of a big back I was. I will take my food with me. And
I mean, it's going down there anyways. You know, you're just like, you're ready.
I can't eat in the bathroom for some reason. Like that
No, that's
bathroom
fair.
air cannot interact with my food.
makes sense. Now that I'm an adult, that shit is gross. I will slap fire out of my kid.
When you are a child, it is fine. You know, it doesn't say when it's over, but what I am going to do is I'm going to get one tomorrow, and instead of going to church, I will go to Miami Beach.
What?
Fair.
When is the oh yeah, the youth group that I go with does churches on Tuesdays, which is kind of cool, I guess, because I don't know, like my
You said
Sundays
youth
are
group?
packed.
Yeah,
It's
you-
what are they called? Young something, whatever. It's part of Christ Fellowship. I've never been part of like a church community right now, and I don't want to say recruited. That sounds weird. A friend of mine at work was like, "Hey, let's go." He knows he's not young, right? Okay, you know what, Chaz? I don't appreciate the blows in the chat. Okay, maybe I gotta take you to church. All right, maybe I gotta school you.
I'm too old to be in a youth group.
If you're under 30, it works. Maybe youth group is the wrong term. I think it's like young adults. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. You weren't supposed to hear it. That was the point of the second.
I definitely did not hear
That was the
it.
point of the silent bit.
Definitely did
On a
not hear
podcast.
it. I didn't hear.
Before we get into the Delta Quest, I want to ask you guys what are your plans for the Halloween or like the week of Halloween? Because I plan on playing through Castlevania Symphony of the Night for the first time.
Ooh.
Either that and or Rondo of Blood.
You should buy a ton of candy before you do that and just eat that.
Dude.
Look, we're a little old to be trick-or-treating on our lonesome.
BS. It's called cosplay now.
Yeah, suddenly an adult shows up in your door dressed up asking for candy. Everybody gotta make a big deal about it, so just buy as much candy as you can in Walgreens, and then I guess just eat it while playing Castlevania.
That sounds depressing. Okay,
Sounds
that
great.
That didn't sound depressing. You added Castlevania. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
cool.
playing Castlevania, yeah, whatever. Yeah,
But
just
you-
eating candy on your own is probably depressing because you'd be bored.
You
And I'll
paused
probably
there,
finish
and I was like,
watching
ouch.
the second Castlevania series with Richter. So since I'm playing Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night, which has Richter in it, and Alucard and stuff, right? I should also watch Castlevania Nocturne or finish that. So because I started it, but I haven't finished it. So I think those are my Halloween plans.
Exciting Castlevania-centric plans. At least it's all on theme. I'm going to... Oh, no, you go ahead, Chaz.
You go ahead, because you know
All right,
what
rock,
you're
paper,
gonna
rock,
do.
paper, scissors to see who goes first.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely winning this one. Let's go.
All right, no, but in the chat. Or you either got to turn your camera on or in the chat, buddy. We're not doing this.
I don't have a camera. Give me 2 seconds.
All right, Jared, you are the moderator. I'm going to type.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
And when Jared says go,
so we have
hit-
option 1, 2, and 3, right? So
Yeah, option 1, 2, and 3. You just type in your option, and when Jared says go, we hit enter.
Scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah. So rock, paper, scissors. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yes, but on Jared's go. So Jared, you can do the whole rock, paper, scissors, whatever.
Yeah.
I already typed in my answer.
Same.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Paper.
Wait. Chaz, why 3? No.
Scissors. Rock, paper,
I
scissors.
think
No,
I think
no.
he means 3 equals scissors.
Okay, but that could have been anything. We can't do
I
that.
literally said-
paper,
I literally said-
scissors.
I literally
Did you
said
say
1,
okay?
2,
Rock, paper,
3.
scissors. Okay. That's fine. I'll concede. You win.
Okay.
So you go first.
What? We just
Fine. I'll go first.
okay.
I'll go first.
I go since you're so headstrong on me going first. I don't know
Well,
what my plans are for Halloween.
Jared went first, so regardless.
Oh, well, second. But I don't know what my plans are for Halloween entirely yet. I know the girls want to go to some type of haunted house or something. I was totally fine with that. And then we also got something on base. Obviously, if it's going to be base related, it's not going to be as spooky and scary. So I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not a fan. I want to go to this place called the 13th Floor. It's apparently the scariest place in North Florida to go to. So wish me luck on that. I tend to like not be scared in haunted houses because I'm how to describe this? I ruined it for me. The moment I walk in, I'm looking for lights and I'm looking for like the way everything is set up. I was like, oh, that's a hole right there. Well, now I know somebody's in that hole, and I just ruined it for myself. And then, like, you know how there's a path for you to walk?
Yeah.
I'll walk into the hole and tap somebody on the shoulder and be like, good luck, buddy. And then I just move on to my life. Like, I scared the person who's trying to scare me.
I understand why your brain works like that, but you're just being an asshole to yourself.
I know. Because I know it's me not wanting to be scared because nobody sits here and be like, ooh, yay, scare me. Like, you know.
Yes, everybody goes like that. That's why you go to the haunted house.
Oh, not me.
No, you go because you don't want to be scared.
So, like, scaring me is not, like, something you can do very often, so...
Challenge accepted.
You, by all means, go ahead.
We're most likely gonna be in a house, in a room at night.
Yeah.
In a few months.
So, Jared, I'm gonna wake up hanging upside down from the hotel room with my socks and underwear on, and all I'm gonna see is, like, a big bag written on my stomach and red ketchup.
I have played a lot of Arkham. I'm ready.
Of all things. Big back. Okay.
Now, go ahead, Vada.
Halloween Day, I'm not doing anything, but the weekend prior. Well, I mean, Halloween Day, I'm working. It's Thursday. I'll get home and I'll watch something. But the weekend prior, I'm going to. A friend of mine is in a play, the Rocky Horror Picture Show adaptation that they're doing in Roxy Theater, I believe. Probably not there, actually. But
I'm surprised you love that movie.
It is a great movie. Yeah, it's a great movie. I've never seen the actual play, but I mean, this is a play. It's a performance, and it's a one night only. So unfortunately, I had to double book that and a Halloween party that my friend and his family are having. So I'm going to Rocky dressed as a clicker from The Last of Us. It's a joined costume, so I have to be the clicker because the other person's also good. It's so like we're doing that, and then afterwards I'm going to the party way later than everybody else, probably just to watch Halloween movies at that point.
Thank you for that trauma.
It sounds fun though.
The clickers from The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Dude, you need to see the. Hold on. Wait till you see the costumes. I'll send you some pictures.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna post it. I be watching y'all stuff when y'all post.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for you hear that? He's so caring. Sometimes I watch your stuff while you guys post.
I didn't say sometimes.
Oh, he's gonna fact check that. He's check. Chaz, quick, go into the stories.
Liar. Oh no, never mind.
Instagram stories shows you in what order people watch too, right?
You haven't seen you haven't watched the show's stories, so liar.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I haven't seen the one that you just posted today. I haven't seen it, but I did, since I was tagged, I did get the notification and I just added it to mine.
Yeah.
I think I watched it on my own story, actually.
Well, granted, you be up at you be posting at 2:00 in the morning sometimes. Sometimes you need to take your ass to bed.
I post new episodes at midnight.
Jared posts at midnight, dude. I was sitting on my couch and I got I turned on my phone and it's like, oh, new Razzle Dazzle, but like what?
But also I schedule that, so.
Oh, okay. Well,
but yes, I actually am. But I can only schedule it for Instagram, so I have to do it manually on everywhere else. So yeah.
Okay.
So yes, I'm still up regardless. So something I forgot to mention about not my month, but the show's month. Pretty nice, solid month for October for the show. We had The Legend of Vox Machina, our episode on that, the same week that season 3 came out. So we recorded that before anything of season 3 came out, and let's see if I don't know if we were right, if we were wrong in some predictions of what we thought season 3 was going to be about, but because I still haven't seen anything of season 3, I'm just waiting for it to come out so I can binge it.
Honestly, you should, because I'm tired of just sitting here and like, oh, All right, where it is? Where's next episode? I want it now. Please, somebody give it to me now.
I'm doing the same thing that Jared's doing. I'm gonna wait. So sorry, Chaz, you're gonna have to suffer in silence.
Just for a few more weeks.
Notice how I wasn't silent and I spoke out. There is no suffering in silence.
All right, well, you're gonna have to suffer. We'll suffer in solidarity with you because we have to listen to you bitch and complain about it.
The week after that, our episode on the Batman Arkham games came out. I was really happy and excited for that one to come out.
Yeah.
Mauro and I had a great time recording that. And fun fact, that was one of the first episodes, if not the first episodes, Mauro and I recorded for the show together.
Yeah, that was the first time that I think that was the very first one. Yeah, I haven't gone back and listened to it because I'm shy. And I first one, but I remember that one. I wasn't even in the closet yet in that. Oh, sorry. Okay, so for context, I record inside my closet because the acoustics or whatever are good in here. Botched that one definitely, but that was recorded like in front of my TV.
Yeah. The week after that, my episode with my boss, special guest Richard Chin-Kui, on Batman Beyond. We had a really nice in-depth conversation of that series, and I had a lot of fun with that one as well. And later that week, I had Juan Fandino on the show. He is a game developer who has just released his very first game, The Last Time I Saw You, available now on all platforms, #not an ad. He was recommended to be on the show by previous guest Chris Stair, the developer and creator of Bow, Path of the Teal Lotus. So he gave us access to check out Last Time I Saw You. I also managed to platinum that game before talking to him. And, it's a really story-rich game that really comes from a emotional place in Juan's heart. And it really shows, and I'm really happy that he got to share that story not only with the world but with us as well, because we've had the ability to play it. And this week, later coming out of the release of this episode, we have another special guest whose episode's coming out on Halloween. All I'm gonna say is that he is a horror comic book writer, and yeah, it's a fun one. So stay tuned for that.
Big October for the show.
Big October, yeah.
Last time on The Delta Quest, Pike and Erzahc, betrayed by their once trusted companion Beans, are reeling from the shocking revelation that the depressed clown is actually a lich in disguise. With Erzahc killed and now trapped in limbo, Pike is left to cope with the aftermath and potentially face Beans' true power alone. And also with the help of an undead who has been clinging onto him for the past 3 episodes. So, Pike, you are currently standing in the middle of a burning town. You see smoke in the air. You see like buildings, being dilapidated. You see children running around. People just with deformities or dying or just twisted into some really weird, grotesque thing. But then, as you stand there, you realize that the sky begins to get cloudy. It begins to get dark. Like twisted vines come out of the ground, and it just kind of like this weird, grotesque, exaggerated, gothic vibe kind of envelops your surrounding. The flames are now black with like a purple center, and the moon is red. And it was around noonish, or relatively early throughout the day, I believe, before, and now it's like not. And it's just you and the zombie. The undead, and the town is burning. What's the first thing you want to do?
I go check on Erzak's body.
Okay.
And see if he's still alive. Check for his pulse. If he's alive.
Okay, so you walk up to his body. Roll me a medicine check.
I got a 17.
Nice. All right. So with a medicine check of 17, you can see that even though Chaz doesn't have any trauma wounds or wounds of impact or anything might have been a killing blow physically. His body is in relatively healthy condition. He has no pulse. He is not breathing. His eyes are glossed over. He is, as far as you can tell, dead.
Oh man, what do I do? Well, I can't leave him here. I gotta take him somewhere. Okay, he's a dragonborn. Who do I know that can potentially help heal, revive a dragon? Oh, what about Erzahc Senior?
Well, Erzahc Senior, the other Erzahc. Is that what you want to do? You want to go to him?
I feel like I should go because there's nobody at the tavern. Nobody in town. If there's anybody in town, they're either like messed up, dead, or like fleeing, and they're not gonna be helping anybody. Nobody at the tavern was also dragonborn, from what I remember. And they're like, it's a tavern. It's not a medicine shop. Mm-hmm. I know he's a green dragon, but our Erzahc is a black dragon. But still, I know not all dragons are the same, but dragons are dragons, right? So I feel like the zombie and he's very heavy, Erzahc. Right. So I think the zombie and I should look for like a wheelbarrow or something, or like a cart to put Erzahc into, and then make our way back to Erzahc Senior's cave.
That works. Let's do an investigation roll. See if you see a cart.
I got a 15.
So with a 15, not only do you not see a cart, but you actually see about 4 figures walking up to you. And as they get closer, you notice that they are in jester gear. They have the jester hat with the two
the dangly things,
with the dangly things, and the bells on the ends of them.
Right.
One of them is like hopping merrily as they come up to you, and the closer they get, you realize that they look very worn and gaunt, and their skin is falling off, and they're pale, and they're zombies. They are undead jesters.
Oh my god!
And they walk up to you and they go, "Woohoo! Welcome to the carnival!"
Oh, I get it.
As Pike audibly says, "Oh, I get it." The screen, right? There's a comical sitcom transition. And we're in this desolate area that seems to stretch out for miles and miles of just straight nothingness. There are what appear to be mountains in the distance, but the sky is grayed out. The sand on the bottom is very compact and dry to the point of cracking, and there are bones just pretty much littered throughout. In a little somewhat elevated area at the first path of because there are bones littered around, but then there's also like a path, sort of like a beaten path marked with also bones, just kind of these seemed deliberately placed. And at the start of that is Erzahc is standing at the front of this with a very tall, gaunt, slim, cloaked individual who had just asked him, "Want to make a deal?"
Yes, of course.
All right, perfect. So let me get this one out of the way. Dude, you're dead. Welcome to Limbo. This is a place between the good afterlife and the 9 hells. Yes, there are 9 separate hells. That is not a thing that people just say. There are individually 9 different hells, and you probably don't want to go to any of them. But depending on how you've lived your life, you might just. Now, it is my job to guide you through this little bone thing and get you to the judge. He will determine whether or not you are fit for the bliss of the afterlife, or if you're going to the 9 hells. However, I kind of messed up a little while ago. Quick backstory: a little while ago, I got this clown up in here. He had died in some form or another, I don't know. And I thought, I'm just I was just clocking it in. I've been doing this for like millennia. So as I was guiding him through the thing, I turned around, and it turns out that he's actually not a clown at all. He was a lich. Crazy. He pushed me, took my transport orb, and just kind of willed himself back to life with it. So now I'm dead. I'm down 1 soul and my orb. That is the one thing that allows me to come to and fro the land of the living. So I can't go back and get him, and he can come in and out whenever he wants, and that's bad. My bosses don't know yet, but I'll cut you a deal, right? If you go back, if I send you back to the land of the living, and you kind of get that back for me and maybe kill this lich clown dude, I will allow you to go back fully. Right now I can send you back, but not, you'll be like a ghost or an aberration or something. What do you say?
You can send me back, but you can't send yourself back?
I wouldn't really be sending you back. I would be sending like an aberration of you. You're essentially a
Ghost.
You're not sort of. I mean, you can still eat and drink and get stabbed and hurt, but you're not you. You know, you are tied to me. And if this is, it's not like a time sensitive thing, but I'm sending you back for a very specific reason. So if you just go on about your day and don't do what you're supposed to do, and my bosses eventually find out, because they will at some point find out that I lost a thing and I lost a soul, I will be nixed, and then you'll just end up back here, and then you'll go and get judged. So I mean, if you're fine, we could go get you judged right now. I mean, I did send a wizard back. He died fighting a dragon. His name was very long. I didn't really quite get it, but he died fighting a dragon. I offered him the same deal. He went out, and I haven't heard from him. But hey, it doesn't hurt to have two out in the field looking.
Well, you can go ahead and send me back then.
All right, perfect. Now, there's just what small little thing. So remember how he took my orb?
Yes.
Yeah. I know. Listen. It's either this or you just accept death, right? At least if look, we got to go on a little journey. We got to go on a little journey and find the mirror of transmutationing. It's been a while. I have no need for this mirror, so I'm not really quite sure what it's called or where it is or what it looks like. But I'm sure we can find it together.
And by chance, do I get me a new weapon in this process too? If we're gonna just be out here, strut it for a mirror.
Well, all right. Let me see. So the dude looks around and he plunges his very bony hand. It's not made out of bones, just very skinny and bony. He actually has green skin. Shoves his hand into the sand and pulls out this giant bony sword that looks like it might have been the rib cage of some, like part of a rib cage of some giant, and he just hands it to you. He's holding it with one hand, but if you take it, you'll notice that if you want to swing it correctly, you're gonna have to use both hands.
Understood.
All right. Well, so I'm sure you look like you could fight things, so that's your weapon now. And yeah, we're gonna go find the mirror of transmutationisms.
So just for theatrics, I just want to hold the heavy thing and just give it a couple swings.
Go ahead.
And, I want to swing it downwards, but try to stop it before it hits the ground. And
okay.
Right before I can get it to stop from hitting the ground, I'm gonna just fart while I'm holding it back too.
Wait.
I'm sorry, you want to fart?
Wait, hold on. Okay, so just
what?
Describe what you're doing as you're doing it, and
okay.
I got an idea. First, you're gonna roll. But
Gotta roll.
Yeah, you have to roll to see if you can actually stop it before it hits the ground.
You want me to roll a strength check?
I want you to roll me a performance. Now, do you want to fart, or is your character just letting one rip on purpose, or just on accident?
I want me personally, as the player, my character to fart during this event. By the simple fact you said the weapon is heavy, right? And I can easily tell that it needs two hands. So in my swing, I want to be I want to bring it over the back, over the head, and I want to swing downwards over the head again, bringing it back in front of me. And I want to try to stop it before it hit the ground, so I can see how much strength it takes to stop it. And I realized that it's a little heavy, and I wasn't ready, so it took more muscle than needed. So I focused on my arms and let out a fart by accident.
Roll me a performance and a strength check.
Okay, I got you. You won't my strength check, but you will love my performance check. There you go.
Okay, so you could very easily lift the sword back. It took you you got a handle of the weight. You were able to kind of shift it backwards easily, but when you come down with it, in order to get it to stop, you loosen your hands a little bit too much, and then when you try to grip it, it slides out of your hand, and you send it barreling right past the dude. I mean, it kind of phew, past him. He goes, whoa, and as you stop, you just it's silent. And you just let one rip a little bit. And he's like, whoa, okay, all right, well, don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Just, are you good? Were you trying to attack me? Because we could do, he puts up his hands we can go right now, toe to toe, dude.
No, No. I'm sorry. It's all good. I'll go get it. Don't stand right there.
If you need me to take a couple steps back, just say it. You gotta get like a handle for the thing. Just warn a brother before you do it. You know what I mean?
I apologize. Sorry, I had a drink with a very nice lady. The drink made me a little bubbly. It got a little loose. You know, things go in places that shouldn't go.
It's very similar to how I died, man. You know, I was having a couple of drinks. She told me that she really respected me as a man, and she thought that I was the type of person that she could have a family with. And then I drank a little too much, got a little too comfortable, and she went ahead and slit my throat. But hey, it happens to the best of us. How did she ruin you?
I was gonna ask you. Did she ask you to make a deal to kill somebody?
Oh no. She was just a girl that I met in a bar.
I was hoping we knew the same person. Guess not. I should go get this little stick you gave me.
Wait, hold on. You were also killed by a girl in a drinking thing, right?
No, I was not. I was killed by something far greater than that. You're weak. Forgive me.
No. I mean, me neither. I was just, I was just trying to relate to you so you wouldn't feel bad.
Okay.
That wouldn't happen to me, dude. I'm like the guy in the underworld, man. You think that happened to me? Come on. What are you? Go get the sword.
Peasant. I'll go get it.
All right, so you grab the sword, and you guys. Do you start on your merry way, or do you have any more questions for him? Anything?
Yes. What's all that you know of the Lich and his capabilities?
Well, I should give you some of this information. Okay, so this dude, right? He's just like a regular grade Lich. He's not very special, but I mean, like a Lich is a Lich, dude. He can kill you with like a word. I've seen it happen before. It's tough. Wouldn't want to go out that way, honestly. Were I you, I'd probably do, I'd probably try to make it so that he can't speak, or put him like in a cone of silence or something before you start attacking. And, don't let him touch you either, because he can also just kind of paralyze you just with a touch.
Much for vicious mockery.
Well, I mean, you could totally try it. I would go in there with some help and maybe try to limit his ability to speak, because
I got friends for that.
That'll get you. Yeah, the speaking. But other than that, dude, I mean, I don't really know. I don't really know what to tell you. Over here, I could have made him disappear. I just wasn't expecting him to be a Lich. I thought he was a clown.
So did I.
What?
I said so did I. I thought he'd be a clown. I thought he was a friend. I guess not.
Wait, hold on. You knew this Lich?
I go on adventures with this Lich.
Wait, no, dude, no way. Hold on. Like, the depressed clown dude that ended up being a Lich. You knew him? Beans?
Beans, yep, that's exactly his name. He didn't talk.
Man, this is perfect. Oh, you're definitely the guy that I need then. Oh, Lord. Well, don't you just love the way things work out? Man, what a coincidence that you just so happened to die. And then, I mean, the only thing that would make this better is if he had been the one that killed you, so now you would have like a vengeance against him or something.
He was the one that killed me, but I don't take satisfaction in killing my friends.
Oh man, dude, if he killed you, I wouldn't say he's a friend. Friends generally tend to not do that to people.
Oh, back in my hometown, we used to kill each other all the time. Absolutely.
Well, damn, I'm sorry. I mean, you have no qualms, right? Like, I'm still sending you to kill your friend. If you don't agree to kill him, I'm not sending you back.
I'm going to go kill him. I'm going to go put him on a
all right, just making sure. Okay, cool. Yeah.
I just don't take joy in it.
Well, I mean, you don't view it as taking joy in killing your friend. Just take joy in the fact that you're doing me a solid, and then you actually get to live.
I don't know if that's a fair deal.
Wait, what? Why don't you think it's a fair deal? You get to live. You get to be alive. Do it, man! Wait, I want to see where this goes.
I'll take your deal for now.
For now, okay, all right. Let's go before you change your mind. Come on. All right, so you guys start your little journey, and then we're gonna transition back to Pike and the undead.
Oh my god.
The undead that's by his side, right? The old man, the homunculus man.
Yep.
And then as well as you're surrounded by 3 jester undeads who have just the most welcoming smiles.
Hey, jesters. You guys need help looking for something? I'm kind of busy over here.
No, we're not looking for anything. We're manifestations of all great powerful beings as bloodlust, yes. I mean, we could maybe they look at each other and like, are we looking? Yeah, we're looking for your blood. Do you think maybe that's inside of you? Maybe if we like look inside, you think we'll find it?
No, I actually left a vial of my blood inside the jailhouse behind me. You can have at it.
Okay, roll me a deception at disadvantage. Roll 2 deceptions and then the lowest one take it.
First one is 15.
Okay.
5.
Yeah, so they look at you, they look at the jailhouse, they look at each other, and they're like, we're gonna do a little bit more than just a vial. And they start taking out, swords and daggers and stuff, and they begin to. So yeah, they start taking, steps towards you, but they're taking like very slow, kind of like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zombie steps.
Zombie steps, right.
I want to tell my zombie that, hey, go find a wagon or a wheelbarrow or a cart or something and pull it around. I'll be a few minutes.
All right. I mean, I'll try. It's kind of everything is burning, but I'll do my absolute dangest. And then he goes off screen to look for a wagon or something with wheels.
Okay, and now I just arm myself with both my daggers, and I want to kill one of them. Kill the closest one.
You wanna roll initiative.
I got a 17.
All right, you actually go before anybody else.
For once.
Yes, for once. They all rolled initiative way before this.
Nice.
And yeah, it was below. So you what do you want to do?
From what I see, they're pretty like close together, huddled up, right?
Yeah.
So what I want to do is, I want to Misty Step right behind like the nearest 2. Because I figured like the third one is like too far for me.
Okay.
And I want to like stab both of them in the back.
Ooh.
Since I have 2 daggers, like boom, boom.
Okay, I'll allow it. That's 2. Okay, so your Misty Step, you did it.
Cool.
You're good. You're right there. Roll me 2 attacks with 2 different daggers. Or are you trying to use the same dagger for both of them?
No, I have 2 different ones.
Okay, so you can, since you're using both of them, it's going to be at the same time, just 2 different rolls.
Okay, one of them is
I'll let you
27.
take one action. Okay, Bert, you definitely hit. Second one?
The second hit is an 11.
Okay, well, you hit both of them. The DC to
Great.
beat wasn't that high. It was 10, by the way. And even if you had gotten 10, beats. Roll damage.
9.
Okay.
And 9. Wow.
Wow. All right, so 2 of them take 9 damage. You slide your daggers in unison into both of the back of their necks, and they kind of stumble forward a little bit. And now they're zombies, so it's not like they're bleeding profusely, but now their necks are kind of not like one of them is hanging off halfway, the other one can't look up. He's like he's standing upright, but his head is like tilting forward and it's kind of hanging. And you can see the tendons slowly ripping. But they're still there.
Oh, just barely. Damn.
Just barely. That was one action. You still have a bonus action and things you can do.
Then I just want to Misty Step, like, just what is each square? 5 feet, so 5 feet away.
Okay, I mean, yeah,
just
that's
like
smart.
back off a little.
Right. I'm glad you Misty Stepped. Had you moved, you would have gotten attacked by all 3 of them.
Yeah, that's exactly why I wanted to move.
Smart man. Are you done with your turn?
Yeah, if that's all I can do, yeah.
That is all you can do. So the following happens in unison. One of them takes a step towards you, and his head falls off. Now, his head is on the ground, but he's still up, and his head is actually, like, still sort of talking. Let's just draw the head here. This is the jester head, that black dot. The other 2, one of them stays behind. He actually takes a step backwards, and the second one also takes a step towards you, and now they're going to attack. So the ones that are surrounding you are the beaten up looking ones. One of them is missing a head. And the other one is, he's the one whose head is like hanging down with like tendons wrapped around it. The first one did not hit. And the second one, what's your AC, Jared?
16.
The second one also doesn't hit. Sucks for him.
Cool. So is my turn again?
There is a third one who he takes another couple steps towards Chaz's body, and he starts getting to work. Sorry. Erzach's body, and he starts doing things that you can't see. He's like messing with it or something. But that is his turn, and now it is your turn again.
Okay. So since they're zombies, I assume go for the head. and headshots take him out. Okay. What I want to do is I want to Misty Step where the head is, and like, I assume I Misty Step and like come down slamming with one dagger, stab it, right? And with my other one, I want to aim for the head of the zombie that's messing around with Erzahc.
Okay, all right. You Misty Step.
Yep.
Over there. You attack which one? The one that you're next to? The head.
The head.
Yeah. Okay, since it's, roll me a hit for the head.
Ooh, 28.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, don't even worry about damage. You plunge your knife directly into its eye and take it out in one swift motion, and with a satisfying squelch, the zombie stops moving, and then you hear a thud behind you. His body fell. Sick. And the second thing you said was you throw a dagger to the one that's...
other dagger to the one that's try to aim to the head of the one that's messing around with Chaz.
All right, so...
Because I would shoot it with my short bow, but I feel like that would take too much time to like pull out and,
No, you're right.
My range is 20 parentheses 60.
With the dagger?
Yep.
I mean, yeah, you're definitely... Yeah, you're fine. Okay, you're well within range then. Throw it and see if you hit.
17.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
So, roll damage.
7.
Okay. No, not bad. You don't do much, but you definitely get his attention, and he stops messing with Chaz and kind of looks at you for a bit, and he goes, "Ow!" Screeches a little. And so, is that your turn?
Can I Misty Step again?
You absolutely can, as long as that's your bonus action.
That's my bonus action. I just want to move it a little, like 5 feet over there.
Perfect. You're not within melee range, but I mean, as far as you can tell, they only have melee weapons, so you're probably fine. Their turn. So this dude starts walking towards you, takes one step, and then another, and his head also falls off at this point, and it is right here. He dropped it, 1 block back. And this other dude, who is now paying attention to you, also takes 1 and 2 steps. Now the first one is going to reach out and attack. Definitely doesn't hit. And the second, wow, dude, I got a 2 and a 4. So yeah, neither of them hit. They just kind of wail at you. The headless one wails at you and misses, understandably so. But the one that does have a head and also your dagger sticking out of his chest, he kind of like swats at you and also misses. And the one without a head turns to, like, his body turns to him because he has no head, but then the head on the floor is kind of like, dude, really, come on, man, come on. You got the eyes, you can see, help me. So that's the end of their turn.
So what I want to do for my turn is I want to Misty Step to where the other fallen head is, but like within motion, I would like to unsheath my short sword and use that to kill the head, slash the head. And with my dagger in my other hand, since the guy is like 10 feet away from me, I still want to throw that again.
So you throw your other dagger. Okay.
Throw my other dagger. You got it.
All right, so roll to hit with the short sword.
25.
And you just you Misty Step onto the head, and as you show up, you kind of land on the head with the short sword facing down with a satisfying shunk. And you turn around and you quickly throw the other dagger directly at the last Ash zombie. 27 hits. Roll damage, please.
9.
And that is... He was at 8. That is just enough to kill him. With that, both of them just kind of drop to the ground almost simultaneously.
Yo!
And you're done. At this moment, the other zombie, like your zombie, he comes in and he's got a really beaten down looking wagon, sort of, not really a cart with anything on top, just kind of like a almost a wheelbarrow, right? But it's wooden. Yeah. And he's carrying it. He's like, all right, I got the wagon. I'm ready to fight. Oh, we got good job, team. And he like puts out his hand for like a high five.
As I pick up my daggers from the zombie that I threw him at, while walking to the wagon, I give him a high five and say, good job, man. You really came out, pulled through.
You're like, I see what you did there with the pulling. Yes.
So, hey, help me get Erzahc into this wagon and let's push and pull this thing all the way back to the cave.
All right, so you and the zombie, with more strength than he should have, help, you guys not dump, but carefully place Erzach's body
He's got thick skin.
in the water. Yeah, he does, but he's dead. Respect your friend.
Right.
No, but you guys place his body on the wagon and start heading out of town towards the mountain. We're gonna flash back towards Chaz and Limbo. Chaz, can I please get that? Sorry, Erzahc and Limbo. You're walking around and it's like desolate and dreamlike, and it's got like these weird. The deeper you go, the more it looks like okay, there's something else here other than just plain desert. Some pieces of land are like floating. At first, it's like small particles, like rocks and things like that. But as you get older, as you get like deeper into wherever you're being led, they begin to be like bigger chunks. And you know this like spectral dude that's walking with you and recounting you stories of things. He's like, all right, so we're coming up on the River of Lost Souls. Trademark, copyright, we own that one. It was here before anywhere else, trust me. And I think we kind of have to cross it. We have to get across, and there's no going around it because it just kind of goes on for eternity. But the big thing with the river and whatnot is that if you get inside of it and you get dragged down, I can't really do anything to get you out. So we're gonna have to find a way to get across. And oops, there's the river. And then you see the River of Lost Souls. Now you in the river, you see like
my grandmother.
You see, if you want, sure. It might not actually be your grandmother. It might just be your subconscious manifestations of things that you're looking for. But I mean, if you want to roll me a perception. Okay, so with a perception of 16, you definitely don't see your grandma. What? So yeah, you guys walk up and he tells you that if you get dragged down, there's nothing he can really do to help you. But you definitely need to get across. It's simple. It's just that. There's no trick to it. There's nothing. You just got to get across.
Is there a raft you have nearby? A floating structure that will actually float for some reason.
Oh yeah. I just so happened to put a raft around here in case I ever needed to get across the River of Lost Souls. No, dude. And then he just he doesn't grab anything. He just walks right in and submerges himself into the water. And then after like about a minute, you see him pop out again and climb out. And he's like, I live here. I have no problem going through the river. You're the problem. You got to figure out a way to get through.
You're the problem. Don't you yell at me. Watch your attitude. You need my help.
I'm yelling because I'm across the river. I'm all the way across the river.
I'm already dead. You need my help. Don't you come at me.
You're not quite dead yet. You're in a weird little like limbo. You're limbo, right? You're in limbo. You're in the middle of dead and alive.
Oh, forgive me. I'm in purgatory, not hell.
Okay, my goodness. I can't do it this way. Hold on. And then he submerges himself back in. And then after a little while, he comes out and walks back up next to you, and he's like, hey, listen, dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I lost my anger. I'm sorry I lost my temper. It's just, my anger gets the best of me sometimes, and I've been working on it. I've been seeing a psychiatrist, and, they've just really been helping me out throughout all of this, and I just wanted to say that you're actually just one of the coolest people that I've met down here. Most people just, they're just all upset or worried about something like, oh, my goodness, I can't believe she stabbed me through the throat. Like, dude, get over it, man.
Okay. I want to do a perception.
A what?
Or I want to look for something to make a raft.
Okay, well, the only real things you see around you are bones of varying sizes and remember, floating pieces of rock.
Okay, rock floats. Got it.
They're floating in the air though. They're floating in the air.
Okay, I would like to do performance and hop across the rocks if capable.
So, So let me the rocks. There isn't like a rock on top of the river. You would probably have to like see if you could move one over. Like, let me draw them. Right, there's one here, right, and it's about the size of a of a square. There's another like smaller one here. There's like a really big one over here, and they're floating a few feet above the ground, but you can see they're made out of the same material as the ground. They're just kind of like chunks, and if you look below them, there's like a little indentation of where they might have been at some point.
Nice young weird creature friend thingy.
Raj, my name is Raj.
Okay, Rish, you want to help me find Maybe we can get enough bones together and put it together, or get like some of these rocks and make our way across. Or my bad, make my way across, so somebody can just go swimming like a little mermaid.
Okay, you know what? Fair. That's on me. That's on me. Listen, maybe I can help you out.
Or what if I hold on to you? I can't get lost if there is a tether.
Right, so you can't hold on, right? Because if I'm like, yeah, I could walk through, but I'm just one guy. It's gonna be like thousands of souls kind of tearing at you and pulling you. I mean, I can't guarantee that I'll be able to hold on, or that you'll be able to hold on.
And what if I tie myself to you?
What I could do is, I mean, if you manage to get one of those rocks above the river, I could probably I could push you. I could push the rock with you on top of it.
But how would you reach me if you submerge under the water? Or I can give you a rope. If the rope, nothing happens to objects when it enters the water, right? So you can just pull me while you walk under, while I stand on the rock.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know about tying a rope to the rock.
No. You hold a piece of the rope, and I hold the other end. We don't have to tie it to the rock.
Oh yeah, but then wouldn't I just pull you into the water? Here, how about this? How about this? And then he gives you like a bone, like a longer fragment, and he's like, okay, you could use this to paddle.
All right, fine. I'm down. Let's do it.
All right, cool. So in between the pair of you, you get like a rock, one of the like this one right here below you, and place it right on top of this right here, and then just roll me a quick acrobatics, Chaz, to see if you can jump onto it.
Oh, so close to the 20.
It's fine though. You made it. I thought that O was bad. I don't know what I would have done if you fell into the river of whatever's.
Well, the DM has to improv now.
Yeah. So you make it onto the rock. Perfect. And the Wraith he's like, all right, see you on the other side, I guess. And then he just submerges himself. Now, Chaz, mini game. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say 6 squares. So I want you to choose your 6 favorite skills from this. Just choose 6 skills, and I will find a way to incorporate them into these next thingies.
I'm gonna go with my 5 perks: athletics, acrobatics, insight, sleight of hand, and strength.
Okay, so let's do the following. So on the first go, you kind of paddle yourself forward, and immediately a bunch of hands start trying to crawl on top of the thing. A couple of them grab onto the things, and then you see one dude just kind of his very long arm comes out of the water and tries to swipe at your feet. Roll me an athletics. Nat 20.
Nice, dude.
Dude, not only so he what?
Not a nat 20, sadly. It was just a 12 plus 8.
It's fine. Regardless, dirty as it might be, it is a 20. So he grabs onto your foot and you shake him off, but you spin around, so you kind of use his long limb to swat all the other arms off, and you make it 1 down, 5 to go. The next one was acrobatics. This one isn't too different. You see a tail swim out, right? You take another paddle, and then you see this weird bony tail come out, and then it's coming down at you. It's gonna slam onto your rock. So roll me an acrobatics.
20.
Another 20?
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, so you jump out of the way because it wasn't a nat 20. You don't backflip. However, you do jump out of the way. The tail comes crashing down and it hits the rock, and it just kind of nothing happens. A bunch of dust comes up and the tail slithers back in. You start hearing things. You take another paddle and you hear Erzahc, it's me, Erzahc, and you hear the voice of your grandmother, and she's calling to you. You look down and you see her face. She's calling and she's reaching out with a hand. What did you get on insight?
Oh, so close. 17.
You see this abomination reaching out for you, and you're like, that's not my grandmother, and just kind of look away. You know that is a trap. So you manage to avoid that one, and then you hear her cursing and swearing. The dude actually does manage to get on top, and he's a dragonborn, just like yourself. He's all ghostly and scarred and scary. And he's all like, hey, oh, look what I got. And he's got this shiny platinum coin. He's like, yeah, if you come into the river, I'll give you the coin. It's a free passage. You won't go to 9 hells, I promise you. Just take the little coin. You want to slide a hand?
Ooh, oh my God, that was so close. 10. That was scary.
Let's say meets beats. It. You take it. You take it. You take the coin. You take it from him. He's like, oh, if you jump into the thing, you'll get the coin, and you swipe it out of his hand. You say anything witty?
Look again.
He looks at his hand, he's like, what? And then you just kind of punt him back into the water. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not even 4, but 5 sets of hands come out as soon as you're about to get there. You take one final paddle and you're almost there. And just as you're like stepping off the rock to get onto the ground, a set of hand comes, grabs you by the legs. Another one like jumps up, grabs you by the waist. A couple of them grab you, like, you know, got you in like a full Nelson. 5 sets of hands. They all got you. They're on you, dude. I want you to roll me a strength. Oh no! Chaz, I need you to listen to me very carefully. Do you have an inspiration?
I do not see one.
Well, let me roll something else.
Saving throw?
They all grab you, you know, and you start fighting them off. You go like, you know, you elbow one in the face and then you kind of rip yourself from the other one and you start swirling and thrashing and stuff, but they just keep coming. There's a lot of them. They keep coming and they keep coming at you, and you slip. One of them, your right foot was about to hit the ground, and your other one was still on the thing, but that one slips, and now you're falling into the river. But just as you are, like a hand comes out, and it gets you in the stomach, and just pushes you back up, and you land on the other side of the river. And then from the River of Lost Souls comes out the dude, the Githyanki, Raj, and he's like, ooh, that was a close one. To be honest, I wasn't even trying to save you. I was like, you know, going up to reach out. Glad I was there, huh? You almost fell.
Well, thank you, Raj, for the save.
Hey, listen, man, it's okay. Honestly, I thought you were gonna fall in for the coin trick. That's usually what happens. I don't understand why. It's like you said no to your grandma, but then the coin comes in, and then they just like, okay, yeah, I'll just jump into the river, I guess.
Give me 2 seconds. I gotta go change my drawers. That slip kind of made the rest of that fart came out.
You know, you're kind of the only one I've ever seen have bowel movements in limbo. With that, camera pans back to Pike and the undead homeboy. And you're both carrying the wagon with Erzahc's poor corpse in the back. And you're walking towards the dragon's den. However, on your way there, you can't help but notice something that wasn't there before. Something looks a little strange, like the path. You could see the dragon's den all the way at the end, but the path is a little different. I want you to roll me a perception to see if you notice what the difference is.
11.
Something feels off, but you don't quite know what it is. And, you know, you keep walking, and you notice that the mountain isn't really getting any closer. You look behind you.
Oh, no.
And you notice that the town is kind of still in the same area. What do you do?
I turn back to the zombie and be like, "Hey, are you seeing this? Do you notice that like we're not moving at all?"
I don't really know. It feels like my whole life I've been not moving. It feels like my entire life I've just kind of been going nowhere. I'm glad I found somebody who understands this. Truly, I do. It's such a weird thing because it feels like I don't have the right to complain about this. You know, there are other things going on in the world, much worse than this. But it really is like a sick feeling to have. Like every single day, every morning. Like, what am I doing? Where am I going? What is my purpose in life? You know? Yeah. I noticed that too. Is that happening to you?
I make us stop. I stop with the wagon. I stop pulling it and I just turn back to him and I just stare at him for a second. Take a beat. No, I meant. Like, we're physically not moving anywhere. We're not getting closer to our destination. What's all that stuff about not getting anywhere with life? You want to talk about it?
Oh, well, I mean, I didn't think. I thought you were talking emotional. Now I just feel silly.
No, it's okay. Like, you good?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
We've had a long day. Like, I understand.
You know, really, I'm a homunculi. You know, I was created specifically to be one of the many possible bodies of this wizard, Wessington and whatever. And, you know, it kind of feels like, yeah, that's my purpose, but I don't have, like, my own purpose, you know? Like, I had a collective purpose, but now all of my other homunculi brothers are either dead or gone, and it's just, like, I want something more from life, you know? And I'm not really alive, so it almost feels like it's selfish for me to even ask or want that, you know?
Yeah. Well, you are your own person, thanks to Beans, I guess. Oh man, I guess the Lich is now your father.
You know, I'm okay with that. I don't feel like the people who who birthed us or created us are responsible for us. You know, like I'm not indebted to him in any way. He just so happened to be the spark that brought me to life. But you know, he's not around right now. My life is, I guess my life is my own.
Yeah. And speaking of lives, we have our friend here is dead in this cart. Just
Sure
like
is.
how we brought you back to life, we need to find out how to bring him back to life. And we need to get into this dragon. By any chance, has Wuzzingtinimus taught you any kind of magic? Any kind of, like, you know, break the spell type of deal? Like, you know, clearly there's something going on here where we can't get to where we need to go. There's something weird going on.
You mean the fact that, like, the world is in inverse?
The world is what now?
The world is inverse. And now if you look around and roll a perception, you'll actually have an easier time doing it because of this information. Roll another one. At advantage, actually.
Oh, I got a 10.
Roll again.
Oh, okay. 16.
Okay, so advantage is like you roll twice and you get the highest one, so 16. With a 16, you look around and you're like, hey, wait a minute. The mountain used to be to the left of the road, and the road used to be curving leftwards, and now it's curving rightwards. And it's towards the right, and then you turn around and you notice that, yeah, like the town is a little farther away. There's a sign down the alternate path that reads, you know, the name of the town that way, Spring Falls that way, but the letters are back. It's like it's backwards.
Mirrored, inverted. I see. Interesting. Okay, well, damn. All right. Thank you for pointing that out. Let's go to the right now. All right, now let's go the other way. Cool?
He's like, oh, I mean, I suppose we could, but in this it looks like we're stuck in a mirror world. I mean, wouldn't we do you know any magic? Anything you could kind of bzz, 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 you know? Oh, you might wanna find a mirror, actually. I don't know how to get out of this, but probably find a mirror or any sort of thing that could, you know, be your reflection.
Okay. Well, I want to take out that orb, the mind reader orb, out of my backpack and just hold it, because I assume since it's an orb, it can have a reflection. And I'm like, okay, what do I do with my reflection?
So you pull it up and you look at it, and you do see a very warped version of yourself, but you could tell that is you. And the zombie just goes, all right, if I got this correctly, just focus really hard on your reflection and pretend like you're the reflection and that's you.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
So you do that and you feel this like weird transcending like thing, and now you are in a different place. You are surrounded by mirrors, actually. It's very dark. Very dark. But you can see the floor, and you see that it's made out of marble, black marble, very shiny, very reflective. And you're just surrounded by different mirrors of different sizes, of varying shapes. You know, it's just kind of all around you. There's no clear path, but they're not blocking you in. There is space in between them.
Okay. I want to take a couple steps forward to the mirror right in front of me, and you know, I guess I look at that reflection and I try to do the same thing, visualize or focus and concentrate that I am that reflection. Try to do it again.
So you do it again, and you visualize yourself into that thing, and you just kind of you get the same sensation, but this time you actually appear right back where you were. A second later, the zombie actually appears right next to you, and he's like, "Whoa, all right. I did the same thing. I jumped in through the orb. Oh, I guess I should have been holding Erzahc. He's just kind of left him there, but I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be fine."
We can't just leave him. We gotta break out of this mirror dimension, dude.
All right. Well, I guess we gotta find like the one mirror. Oh, you know, the one mirror, the mirror in the center of all the things that'll take us back to the actual, you know, place where we want. If you jump in through any of these mirrors, you'll probably just shoot you back to the, you know, to the center. Or worse, maybe you'll jump into the wrong mirror and it'll send you into like a bottomless pit of like serpents and dentists. Ugh.
Okay. What if we break them?
I don't know. Not really sure what would happen. I mean, we could
break that one.
That one, and then he just looks at a mirror. He looks at you for confirmation.
Yeah.
You nod. He smacks it, and it shatters a little bit, and you kind of feel everything shake underneath your feet. Just kind of go like a soft little.
Okay. So something is reacting. I like it. Let's keep doing it.
Are you sure? I mean, okay. That was actually pretty fun. I gotta get some energy out there. Yeah. And then he goes with three consecutive punches. He goes pop, 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 and three cracks, and then some pieces start to fall off, and the place shakes a little bit harder, and some pieces like start falling from the top. Also marble, black, very reflective, and they start falling around you guys.
Cool. All right. So, well, something's happening. Something's working. I wanna take out my sword. Yeah, I want to take out my sword and just start wailing on things, man.
All right, dude. I mean, I'm not even gonna make you roll for this one. You just take out your sword and you just start slashing and bumping and hitting mirrors. And some of them shatter, some of them break completely, a lot of them crack and stuff. But the more you do it, the more the ground shakes and tilts and things start falling. Roll me a dexterity saving throw. Okay, you got a 12. That's good. You don't fall. You actually keep your ground. Like you hold your ground, you keep your footing, and then you just keep going. You're wailing on these mirrors. And then eventually you just hear a stop. It's very loud, like very faint, but it's getting closer and closer. And then you just see this not giant, but this very tall, very lanky, carnival-looking dude with like, he's got face paint and stuff. He looks like a marionette. He's very, very, tall, lanky. He's just running at full speed. He's like, stop doing that. Stop. Hey, what are you doing? Stop it. And he gets in between you and a mirror, and then the zombie stops breaking, and he looks at him. He's like, what are you doing?
We're trying to get out, man.
Well, that's not how you get out. This is a hall of mirrors. You're supposed to figure out the puzzle, like face yourself and stuff. You're just breaking my mirrors.
Well, yeah, it's a mirror dimension. I figure if you want to break out of a mirror dimension, we have to break the mirrors.
But why would you do that? Nobody's ever done that. It's a hall of mirrors. You're supposed to go through and face your inner demons and your past and yourself and like have a warring thing and learn a lesson. And then afterwards you get to the final mirror and then you get out like having learned something. You're just breaking my mirrors, you jerk. I'm just fucking you're baby. Yeah, like we were supposed to fight. That was like, wait, what are you doing? Why is this the first thing you decided to do?
Like I said, I want to break out of the mirror dimension. So I figure breaking mirrors is the only other way. Like I can't keep. I try going back through mirrors. It just ended me up in the same spot. Listen, man, if you want me to stop breaking your mirrors, all you gotta do is let us go.
It's a puzzle. I can't let you go.
Why not? You're the final boss.
Well, because no, I work for the Lich, okay? He put me here, and
You're the boss of this dungeon, dude.
Well, yes, but I'm not the boss of myself. I'm the marionette. This is what I do. I left. He looks at his hands. And he's like, I left my puppets back there. I have one job to do, okay? And it's to stop you in this maze and stall you long enough for Beans to do whatever he needs to do. And it's just not. You're not playing by the rules, man. I mean, we can be civil about this. I'm the enemy. You're the guy going through the dungeon. I'm supposed to kill you. Like, you're just breaking my mirrors, man.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, dude, but like, I'm trapped and I want to get out. So this is like the fastest solution that I see that I can do. All right. Do you want to have a boss battle? Do you how do you want to go about this then?
Well,
or else I'm gonna keep breaking mirrors, dude.
You're not gonna get out by breaking the mirrors. You're just gonna break the dimension, and then we're all gonna fall down into oblivion and probably die or something. I don't know. Just the only way to get out is through the main mirror,
which is where
the one mirror. Well, at the end of the. Well, now you can see it. He turns around and all the way over there, you can see like the corner of like a really tall, intricate mirror.
I want to Misty step as close as I can to that mirror. I want to grab the zombie next to me, and I want to Misty step straight to that mirror as far as I can go from where I am.
Oh my. Okay. All right. So
And if I'm not close enough, I just want to beeline it.
It's 50 feet away. You do the 30 feet Misty step with the zombie, and you're there. And now the marionette just turns around. He's like, "What? Hey, I was talking!" And he starts running after you, but you're only 20 feet away. So if you want to beeline it, go ahead.
One of my cunning actions is dash. So
let's just do that.
I want to dash towards the mirror with the zombie.
Just run after it. Don't worry about the zombie. He's lean and skinny and fast on his feet. He'll be right behind you. You're running towards the mirror. The marionette is behind you. He's like, "No, you are the worst. You are the worst." And he's just running after you. And you make it to the mirror. You make it to the giant mirror, finally. And you're right there. Now, I'm going to describe the mirror to you, and you will have 45 seconds to, like, once I start the timer, you have 45 seconds to decide what you want to do with the mirror. The mirror has, it's way larger than any of the other ones. The borders are acutely adorned, really fine looking things, and it doesn't show you a reflection of yourself. It actually acts like you're not even there. You could see the reflection of everything behind you, all the broken mirrors, all the stuff, and the line. And you can even see the marionette chasing after you. He's around 45 seconds away, but there's nothing in the actual mirror to show you or the zombie or anything that might be able to prevent me from stalling any longer while I find the timer. Okay, timer starts now. What do you want to do with the mirror?
I want to take the orb that I have. I want to take it, read the boss's mind.
Okay, so the boss, he's pretty far, but you can hear in the jumble of the things, he's like, there's no way he's gonna know that he has to speak the name of somebody that is in the world of the living in order to escape out of this using that mirror. I just don't get it.
I say, Erzahc Sr., and I'm hoping the portal opens, I take the zombie in, I go through it, and at the very last second, I will love to throw one of my daggers and kind of ricochet, hopefully ricocheting off the walls, right? Kind of Captain America style.
Ooh.
And like then hitting the mirror, the same mirror as I walk out, hopefully breaking it.
All right. So that's really cool. You definitely did all of that within the 45-second line, so I'll play with that. You think of Erzahc Sr., you specify Senior, you think of the dragon, and the mirror kind of like ripples, and you could tell like this is okay, I can go. So you grab the zombie, he goes in first, you go in afterwards, but right before you throw him a knife, and I just want you to roll me a performance.
I got a 9. Damn.
It's okay. Roll me. Do you have a?
I have inspiration. Can I use that? I really want to make this work.
Burn it. Burn that inspiration. Use it. Roll me another perception. Performance.
I got you. 18.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Right in the last second, you throw that knife and it hits the first mirror. It hits the second mirror. It ricochets off the ground, bounces off the boss's head. Like the back of the hand, kind of sends him like out a little bit and goes directly back towards you. But right before it hits you in the face, you come out and then you don't see what happens, but there's like a little in the air in front of you. You can assume that the mirror was broken, and 5 seconds go past, nobody comes out again, you're good. And you actually come out of a puddle. Then the zombie's already there, and you guys are not exactly where you left off. You're actually way closer to the cave now, the cave where Erzahc Sr. is. But remember, Erzahc non-senior is still back there. But you're out. You're out of the mirror maze.
Awesome! Oh my god, it worked!
Yeah, it absolutely worked. I made this like Hall of Mirrors puzzle for absolutely no reason.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fun. That was amazing. I love that. I was worried that it wasn't gonna like make sense. You weren't gonna figure it out. You weren't gonna have fun. But I mean, this was. I love this. I love this. I was trying to come up with all right, anyway, the zombie was already there, and he looks around, he's like, ooh, this is where I used to live. Oh, the circle of life and all that, right? Yeah, baby, we made it out of the mirror dimension. And at that moment, the second door, to Erzahc Sr.'s house, opens up, and his snout comes out, and he's like, hey, what's going on here? Oh. Hey, I smell, old man. What the hell is going on here? Oh, wait. Pike, is that you?
Yeah, man, it's me.
What are you doing with that old man? What's going on?
Dude, we're in some serious trouble. We need your help.
Okay, fine. Come on in, but just be warned. I have company. And then he goes, his snout comes back inside, and from the door pops out a very familiar looking head. It was Tinnimus, and he goes like,
he's back.
Hey guys, what's going on? Come on in. We have a lot to talk about. And that's the end.
Oh my god, dude. What a quest. That was incredible. This was so much fun. It's a long boy. It's a beefy boy.
Yeah, this one was definitely longer than I intended. There were a lot of pauses, but I also thought I tried to beef it up with. I had 2 more proto puzzles there because I thought that it was like you guys were going to like blow through these. I underestimated just how lost one could get in the world of D&D.
Yeah. Well, that was an incredible Delta episode and Delta Quest. We really covered a lot, and somehow again also not enough. But
it happens, dude.
Things turn we've gone through so many twists and turns already, you know. And yeah, I hope everybody stays safe during this spooky season, during Halloween. Be careful with your candy. Sometimes you might find some things in it. Don't eat it. And all that good stuff. Just don't eat candy, man. It's bad for your teeth. You'll get cavities.
Don't eat any sort of candy whatsoever. You want a nice Halloween treat? Have some like apple with cinnamon on top and a little bit of
caramel.
Honey. Caramel,
yeah.
Caramel.
Well, honey sounds great, man.
I mean, honey, caramel. I've had for the adults out there. I recently tried a fireball shot. You know, those little small ones with some cream soda. It kind of tastes like a cinnamon bun. I'm not a
liquid cinnamon bun.
A liquid cinnamon bun. Yeah, I'm not a fan of drinking, but if you want to and you want to be able to tolerate the taste, that's the go-to. It's sweet, and even though cinnamon buns are kind of more Christmas themed, just dress up and then drink it.
All right, that's all the time we have for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode here on the Razzle Dazzle Show. Please let us know what you think about this episode somewhere on the internet. And make sure to follow us on Instagram at Razzle Dazzle Show, on TikTok at Razzle_Dazzle_Show, and on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Raz_Daz_pod. Be sure to leave us 5-star ratings and a nice little written review down below, and we'll catch you on the next one. Next time on the Razzle Dazzle Show.
At the end of the game, Ezio enters the library and then reads a lot. Just kidding. There are no books. There are no books in the library. Instead, he finds Altair's corpse sitting down, holding a manuscript page. It was very reminiscent. Have you seen Treasure Planet?
Yes.
You remember that scene that I'm talking about where they actually get to the treasure vault and then there's the skeleton of Captain Flint? That's what that reminded me of. Love Treasure Planet, by the way. One of my favorite movies. But you know, he finds his corpse sitting there, and then he gets to see the end of Altair's life, and then he locks himself in the library and sits down and dies.
Yeah.
So at this point, Ezio knows he's in a video game. He knows he's not the real protagonist, so he decides to leave the apple exactly where it is. And just kind of to hammer this point home that he is 100% aware that he is in a video game and he is not the main protagonist of said video game, despite being a playable character, he talks directly to Desmond. He talks to Desmond, even though he doesn't know who he is, because he's come to terms with the fact that the story is not about him. And this is, like, jokes aside, he does come to the conclusion that he is just like a cog in a machine. Mm-hmm. He does know this.
Tune in next week.